Got a question for you too. I don't know if you're going to change topics, but
Okay.
along this line here of people pleasing, and we kind of started off talking about
Fair enough.
perfectionism, which is how we went down that road. So you mentioned that people pleasing is part of the fawn response, which I would agree. Where would you say perfectionism lies then?
That's it's perfectionism is actually probably going to go into, if I really had to be really hard on somebody,
Mm,
it's a lack of confidence. And what I mean by that is, if you have to be perfect, you can't accept.
right.
You're missing the acceptance piece of some things are. Even if you were to be even more literal, God doesn't build in straight lines. If you look at like the way that things are built, God doesn't build things in straight lines. They're fluid and curvy and they're mountainous or whatever it would be. It's not usually perfect lines.
Yeah.
But to be perfect, we have to start calling things that are already perfect imperfect. It's a judgment system, a judgment usually based on feeling not good enough or not feeling worthy.
Mm.
In which case, another mention that came up in the movie The Last Samurai, the samurai leader was looking at the cherry blossom tree and going, I've always my whole life been searching for the perfect cherry blossom, searching for the perfect cherry blossom, and I haven't found it yet. And then when he was like dying and he was looking at the cherry blossom tree, is like, now I get it. They were all perfect the whole time. It was me who was judging it incorrectly. Again, I would lean it back into, are you confident enough to be able to accept things as they are without a judgment of imperfection to say it's not good enough? Because sometimes your best is just what it is. That was your
Yeah.
best, and that's great. That's your perfect cherry blossom for the day. Why, like, keep doing what you can, but I think this is what, keep doing difficult things and being proud of yourself for overcoming something hard, instead of saying I did something hard but not as good as it could be, so it wasn't good anymore. This shows a insecurity. It shows a lack of acceptance and a lack of understanding of oneself, which then goes back to perfect is something other than me.
Mhm.
Perfect is something other than myself. And if that's where you end up standing, well, then perfectionism really is just glorifying how, I guess, insecure you are, how
Mm.
unconfident you are, because it's not trying to work towards a goal with progress. It's tearing yourself down for your progress because it's not perfect. Well, then you're never, ever going to be the perfect cherry blossom, when right now you already are. It's just which version of you is being authentic. And this is where people are really fucking up, is they think authenticity is trying to be what other people tell them to be.